Y'all can know what that means. Anyway, this is why I like older vehicles so much. The headlight removal on this truck is so easy. You scrape the bugs off your headlight. You have 4 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's got this cage around the bulb. And you loosen your cage, and then the bulb and all that other stuff just comes right out. And the adjustments are easy too. The adjuster's there, and then the other adjuster's right there. So I'm going to take out those 4 Phillips number 2 screws. Y'all hear that? That's the sound of trouble in a Chevy S10. And look at that weasel. He's got his air conditioning on. What a weasel. Better not hit my Pontiac. It's worth more than that truck. Wonder what he's doing today. Oh, a thumbs down? What is this? We're just going to have to come over here and give him a lesson. You thumb down? You thumb down my stuff?
I'll get you on video too, Buster.
I can't believe you just come up the street in your air-conditioned truck and you thumb down my stuff. I tell you what, it's terrible.
You just can't buy entertainment like this. Yeah, the next video we're going to make is a video of each one of us shooting video of one another.
Yes, kind of like dueling banjos, but this is going to be dueling cameras.
Yeah, and much less popular.
Well, I don't know about that. People pay good money to see people fight.
All right, well, we're not going to fight.
Oh, who says anything about fighting? Anyway, I'm going to come over here and get my water. And Bizarre Furhead was a bad boy and let his tag expire on the gray car. So we're going to have to... By 2 months! Can you believe that? By 2 months. Anyway, now that we have our water and our screwdriver, I'm going to show you all a little something. The last time I did this on this truck, I was dropping screws left and right down into the bumper. So I'm going to magnetize my screwdriver, just like that, wave it around in there, so I don't drop any of the little steel screws and start cussing up a storm. And let's go in here like so. Get this one taken out. Well, I was an idiot and just dropped a screw because UXA Bill distracted me. So I'll find that. It sounds like it dropped down into this plastic piece here. So give me a second. But now my truck's got a black eye. Anyway, I retrieved the screw, so I'm going to put it right there on the little magnet so it doesn't fall off. And now I'm going to... Sorry about that. Now I'm going to get started on these top 2. Okay. I've got the 4 screws out, so I'm going to take this cage off, this retaining cage that holds the headlight in. If my grill wasn't all bent up. So here's your retaining cage. And then this is your sealed beam headlight. Now, don't drop these things, because they're not too expensive. This one was about $7 at Walmart. But you slide that connector off carefully, taking care not to break it. So, there you go. And then, there. Now my truck does have a black eye. Anyway, that was how you remove a sealed beam headlight cartridge on a 1994 Chevy pickup truck. And now we're going to go into the garage and we're going to discuss some other stuff like how to clean up the copper contacts. They look like brass actually. How to clean up the brass contacts, how to clean these up, and then we're going to talk about how to put this one back in. Anyway, I'm going to take my wire brush. I'm going to clean those 3 contacts. The 1 ground and the 2 contacts for the one contact for the low beam and then the other contact for the high beam. And I'm going to get them to where they're bright and shiny. Look at how shiny those contacts are. I don't break my leg on that thing. Anyway, I took my wire brush and I cleaned those up really good so they'd have good continuity. Don't bend them or break them, because if you break one, you're done. You got to go buy a new headlight, and that's not too great. So since I can't find my Chevy oil, because some helpful soul, maybe UXA Bill, misplaced it for me, I'm going to just take my wire brush and run it over those contacts real quick, because there's really no good way to clean those unless you take them out and clean them or just replace them. I tell you, once I decide to come outside, everybody comes out here. I got Bizarre Furhead over there getting ready to do some sanding work. We got Mom over there mowing. Finally found my stuff. It was buried under my old seat cover. Imagine that. So I guess I take back what I said about you, extra your bill. Anyway, I'm just gonna spray the stuff in there, and hopefully it'll clean those contacts up, because I can't get in there with a wire brush, and I don't want to take the connector apart and do that. So let that sit for a little bit, and then we're gonna put the headlight back in. And this would also be a good time to inspect the housing around the headlight. Check it for any looseness, because if you have any looseness in your mounting bracket, your headlight will wobble while going down the road, and that's very annoying, because for oncoming traffic it looks like it's moving all over the place, and it can be disorientating. Anyway, if you ever have a turn signal go bad in your truck, you'll know it, because your turn signal indicator will blink faster, and so will the relay. It'll click. So there's a lock on these things. You push in and turn counterclockwise. Push in, turn counterclockwise. And then the assembly falls off. And then to put them back in, you just reverse the procedure. This one goes out here. And you turn and lock it. And then this one, line up your pegs to the corresponding holes. And then you turn and lock it. Now, where'd my screws go? My screws are right here. So, this guy hooks on the corner, just like that. Slides in, and then slides back. And you put your screws in. And then you tighten your screws down. Don't tighten them too tight, because they just go into plastic fasteners, which are right there, little speed nuts. Anyway, you got a hook on the corner. It slides into that. Then you push it down, and then it slides back. Just to review that, so everybody is on the same page. And you take your screwdriver and screw it in. Now that we've given that a couple minutes to dry, we're going to put a headlight back in. Anyway, it goes like this. The top peg, the flat top blade is on the top, and then the two side ones go in. And you just line it up, and you take your harness, and you line it up, and push it on very firmly. Should it go on pretty easily? Might work it back and forth a little bit to clean the corrosion off the inside connectors, off the female connectors. But yeah, that goes like that, and then your headlight will sit up in there like it should, and then you can put your mounting ring on to hold it all in place. Now that your headlight is successfully reinstalled, when you're doing this, you want to make sure that the edge of the headlight assembly itself, this mounting bracket, goes over that. It doesn't go on top of it, to the side of it. It goes right down straight on it, because you don't want your headlight shaking around, you don't want it to fall out, and you want everything nice and secure. You shouldn't be able to move it very much at all. Also, when you put the screws in, a little past snug is fine. You don't have to crank them in there, but you want them tight enough that they're not going to work their way out, and you could potentially lose screws while driving your truck. Anyway, stay tuned until next time, where we discuss about how to change headlights on a 97 Pontiac Bonneville. Anyhow, when you've got your headlight back in, turn your headlight switch on, ignore the beeping, and verify that your headlight is on along with your running lamps, and do a tap test. Tap it, shake it, do whatever you can to make sure that you've got a good connection, because if you hit a bump going down the roads, you don't want to lose your headlights. Anyway, have any questions? Ask them in the comment box below. Any comments, leave them in the comment box below. And don't forget to subscribe to this wonderful channel, the best channel on YouTube.